Hi again. Welcome to the Nations at War standalone game tutorial for the latest updater and installer. Special thanks to Korg at Night Watch Militia Clan for writing this new installer updater program, which is much more efficient downloading. No 8 megabit per second cap, and capable of doing at least two consecutive files in a row, which speeds up the process quite a bit. And also, it seems to have better and greater stability and ease of use for end users on both Windows 7 and 10. So hopefully people have a lot less trouble with this one, and going forward it'll be easier too for us. So extra special thanks to him. Moving on to get this new uh, this new installer. It's very simple. We'll go to the Nations at War webpage, which is at na.zone. Okay. We see the download Nations at War. It's going to link you to the download link, which is linked to ModDB. So you can also just go directly to ModDB and find our page, but this is the quickest, easiest way if you're not sure. Click on the download, let her download. Okay, here it comes. And it has features, extra features in it too to help with diagnostics, and it records logging and all that stuff for your install, and it's quite a smart little application. He did a great job on it, so we're thankful for Paul or um, Korg over there at NWM. So anyway, without further ado, we've got her downloaded now, right? So what I'm going to do is run it, right? And it may give you this info, so you're going to want to unblock it. So you run anyway. I minimize my browser. If it fails, it may be attributed to the fact that it's not assigned exe yet. We have, number one, can't afford it, and hopefully sooner than later we'll be able to get it signed, and then it won't have that warning or issue. Accept the agreement. For new users, just go ahead and install it to whatever drive you wish. For existing users that have had the old updater for Nations at War standalone, just go ahead and install it over top of what you had before. Just install it in the same place, okay? So now I'm going to click Next. Go ahead and install this puppy. Speaking of puppies, there's mine in the background. So once this installs, click Next, Finish, and it's going to ask you for your CD key. If you're a first-time user, you're going to have a valid Battlefield 2 key, and you're going to input it here. For the sake of this tutorial, I'm just going to put something in so it'll continue on. Save. But you're going to want to put a valid key in there to be able to play on a server. Without it, it will not function quite right, so you need to get a valid BF Battlefield 2 CD key. Alright, now it'll pop up like this and tell you, okay, it's not fully installed yet, so what you're going to want to do, once you have pulled it down, these buttons will come live, and then you can go ahead and play, and that's how you'll know you're ready to play. But for new users and existing users, you will need to update. So we click the update button and let her go. And then it's just going to chug right through. And it is considerably faster than the old one. Um, I dare say probably 3 times faster, based on your connection to the web server and based on your home ISP connection. That's the only limits. The program is no longer limited for speed, so a lot of folks have had the whole thing come down in an hour. So, but that's all relative to your ISP and your connection to the server. So, uh, Going forward, the button to the website self-explanatory, takes you to Gnaw.zone, our main website. Under utilities, there's a couple of functions. You have a clear shader cache if you're having trouble with your shaders or some sort of weird issues with graphic settings or something of that nature. You can wipe it clean, let it regenerate. um, of course, the key installer, which you can view the key that you input. It'll tell you what it is. You can save that to a text file or whatever you need to do. Um, or you can input a different key, whatever. But it has to be a valid EA Games Battlefield 2 CD key. After all, this is from that. So, um, you also get an install log, which you can view, and it'll tell you what you've pulled down. It gives you a whole list of everything. In the event that for some reason you got a corrupted download or something got, maybe you accidentally click dragged something and screwed something up in the game files, there's a function where if you're having trouble, you can always run this verify install button after it's been, you've gotten everything down. Whatever reason something crops up, you can check your installation. What it does is it'll do a complete scan and compare it to the files that are on a web server to what's on your local machine and tell you, oh, these are corrupted. Do you want to delete and re-update? You just go ahead and do that and then re-update, and it should pull them down fresh and hopefully place them where they belong, and then you'll be back in business. In the event something happens that you can't sort it, it will log all that, and it'll give a telltale sign. So all these log generations are handy, so that if you're having trouble, we could request those logs from you to help diagnose what's going on for you. So other than that, there isn't much to it. That's it. It should just chug along, and once it's completed, those buttons that are grayed out will be live, and then you can go ahead and start playing or play on the server and whatnot. So hopefully that's helpful to people. And I guess I'll see you in there at some point. Take care.